Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Annette Montgomery. Tonight we begin with breaking news in Middletown. 2 people are suffering from injuries after police say a motorcycle and car crashed at the intersection of Washington Street and Park Place this afternoon.
Officials say the driver of the car was taken to the hospital with a minor head injury and the motorcyclist was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. And police are now asking drivers to avoid that area. We'll keep you updated as we learn more.
And now to a traffic impact alert in Cheshire. Peck Lane is closed to all traffic right now because of a crash involving utility poles and wires. That road is closed from Schoolhouse Road to West Johnson Avenue. If you have to travel in the area, police are asking drivers to use alternate routes. They say because of the situation, traffic lights in the west end of town are not working. Officers are also putting out temporary stop signs to help move traffic along. We're told DOT and Eversource are also on scene. Of course, we'll keep an eye out on the situation and give you more updates as soon as we get them.
All right, you're taking a live look at the radar now as we track some potentially strong storms across the state tonight.
And let's get right over to Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank with when and where those storms might actually pop up. Rachel.
Yeah, things are really quiet right now, which is something that we are happy to see. Earlier, there were a few isolated thunderstorms and even a strong thunderstorm that left a few trees and wires down in Danbury, but that was really it in terms of an intense thunderstorm. But a severe thunderstorm watch continues until 9 o'clock tonight for Litchfield County, 8 p.m. for Fairfield County. I do think this severe weather threat is falling and it's pretty limited, but I can't rule out an isolated strong to severe storm. If the National Weather Service keeps that watch up, it means that the ingredients are still there. But I did want to let you know how things are trending. There's also a flood watch that's still in effect for Fairfield County for locally heavy downpours. There's been a lot of flash flooding today around the New York City area, unfortunately. It's been the summer of flooding there. Again, here locally, things are pretty quiet, but notice there are very numerous showers and thunderstorms to the southwest. Most of that stays to the south, but I can't rule out something trying to sneak in here to Fairfield County, so we'll be watching that. We also have some thunderstorms just to the west of us, including a couple of tornado-warned storms. So again, we're watching the radar carefully. I think most of the state stays dry tonight, but there could be an isolated shower or strong thunderstorm, especially towards the New York border. And then tomorrow is a calm day. We'll see clouds break for some sunshine. But again, as we head through the afternoon, there is a chance for a hit or miss shower or storm. A lot of clouds, fog, and mist tonight. We'll talk about some big time improvement for the weekend coming up.
Thank you, Rachel. Well, tonight the future of flock cameras is up in the air in Milford. City leaders will meet to determine whether they'll continue to use traffic safety cameras and license plate readers.
Now, this comes after the town's mayor is calling for a major reduction in the use of that technology. Fox 61's Alicia Hercules joins us live in Milford. And Alicia, it sounds like this is an idea that's getting a lot of support from the public.
Yeah, Brent, it definitely is. Several people have already started to arrive outside of City Hall to protest the use of those cameras. Most say this will be a good move for the city. They say license plate readers and other traffic cameras makes them uncomfortable. They also say they've lost trust in city leaders.
The cameras are definitely a violation of privacy rights.
Pete Marini used to live in Milford. He says the full scope of what and how traffic cameras are used is still unclear.
As much as it can potentially help with solving crime and things like that, there's also a lot of gray areas for privacy matters.
He thinks the city is better off without them, and he's not the only one who feels that way. Violet Decker says the use of the cameras causes too many concerns.
I totally understand people's annoyances and contentions about it.
Milford Mayor Richard Smith has heard the feedback. He is now recommending the Board of Aldermen suspend the use of most traffic cameras and license plate readers. The proposed suspension would exempt the cameras used on city borders near Bridgeport and Orange and on roads near I-95 and Route 15. Smith says keeping those cameras allows police to be alerted to stolen vehicles. Smith believes the suspension will allow time for the city to review the use of the technology and create a committee to monitor its use. Decker thinks the mayor's plan is a smart move.
I think that if a lot of people are unhappy about it and if it hasn't been shown to be doing some great things for the community, it doesn't seem worth it to me.
The Board of Aldermen will vote tonight on whether to adopt any elements of the mayor's resolutions. They could also vote to cancel the contract with the company that manages the cameras altogether. That meeting will begin at 7:30. Live in Milford, Alicia Hercules, Fox 61.
Alicia, thank you. Right now, police in Wethersfield are looking for a person they say robbed a gas station worker. It happened around 9 p.m. last night at the Valero gas station on Silas Dean Highway. Police say the victim was working behind the cashier counter when a man wearing a ski mask ripped a gold chain necklace off his neck and ran away. Police say the suspect is a 5'5" black male who was wearing a black Adidas sweatshirt and colored gloves. Anyone with information is asked to contact Wethersfield police.
And police in Waterbury have now arrested a man they say was on the run for 3 years. According to police, officers were patrolling the area of Washington Avenue yesterday when they received information that Jegna Bay, also known as Ronald Parker, was nearby inside a car. We are told Bay is known by police as he is a convicted felon, has a fugitive arrest warrant, and stopped reporting to a parole officer for the last 3 years. Police tell us Bay was taken into custody and appeared in court today.
The Bridgeport Police Department has identified the man found dead in Bunnell's Pond at Beardsley Park on Sunday. Police say it was 38-year-old Stephen Hall of Bridgeport, who was reported missing by his family on August 7th. Police say an autopsy was performed Monday, but the cause of death has not yet been determined. Police have previously said they do not believe foul play was involved in his death.
Well, here's a heads up for drivers this weekend. Sunday CT United Ride will travel through 9 Connecticut towns to pay tribute to the victims and first responders of the September 11th terrorist attacks. That event is recognized as Connecticut's largest annual 9/11 tribute, as well as the largest motorcycle ride here in the state. Organizers say with this year marking 25 years since the tragedy, they're expecting an increased and large turnout. That ride starts at 11:30 a.m. this Sunday at Sherwood Island State Park in Westport and will end at Seaside Park in Bridgeport.
Movie buffs are celebrating an anchor known for one of film's most unforgettable characters and a man known for many classic films. Today, Fox 61's Christine Stoddard spoke with people in Hartford about Tim Curry's everlasting impact on pop culture.
I spoke to people on Pratt Street, and they all agree. Tim Curry is a one-of-a-kind actor whose larger-than-life roles made cinematic history.
Honestly, devastating.
Tim Curry fans run the gamut from skateboarders like Dead Boy to office professionals like Beth Cabral.
It's a really sad time in general for all of the world that someone so wonderful and so talented is passed.
Curry earned a reputation for flamboyance and versatility, often playing memorable villains.
For me personally, I remember seeing him in Annie when I was probably 8 years old, and then watching him be completely different character in It, and then completely another different person in Rocky Horror Picture Show.
He's perhaps best known for his role as Dr. Frankenfurter, the cross-dressing mad scientist in the 1975 camp movie, The Rocky Horror Picture Show, earning him die-hard fans from the queer community.
Honestly, it's pretty tragic. He's an LGBTQ icon. Very sad, especially losing another icon just the other day, Dolly Parton. So it feels like a really tough and weird time right now with all of these deaths for people who are so impactful.
Not just an icon, but a legend.
Long live the legends.
You can catch screenings and stage performances of the Rocky Horror Picture Show in Mansfield, Putnam, Waterbury, and elsewhere across the state this fall. In Hartford, Christine Stoddard, Fox 61.
And right now, as tributes also continue to pour in for the late, great Dolly Parton, one bakery chain is taking it a step further.
They are donating proceeds to Parton's Imagination Library, which gives out free books to children. Fox 61's Solene Arif shares how a sweet treat is helping spread an even sweeter message.
It's a cupcake fit for the queen of country music. Whether you get one of these 9 to 5 cupcakes or this coat of many colors, a part of every sale goes to support Dolly Parton's passion of getting more kids to fall in love with reading.
You don't have to be a country music fan to be a fan of what Dolly Parton stood for.
Ain't no way Aunt Dolly just died.
For people like Kayla Deneen, it's still hard to believe the 80-year-old superstar and super philanthropist died on Tuesday.
She was like such a positive person.
And that positivity must be contagious because over at Luann's Bakery, the staff is honoring her in a way they hope Parton herself would be proud of.
So we've got the 9 to 5 right here with those espresso beans on top. And then we have the coat of many colors, and look at how beautiful that looks.
Ethan Biggs, the cafe director for Luann, says it's much bigger than selling these funfetti and espresso cupcakes. It's about using their creativity and passion to step up for those in need.
So everything really stems from what our mission statement is here. And our mission statement is to show love in our products, words, and actions. And that really perfectly aligns with what Dolly's purpose was in life and what she strived to do every day.
Every day, not just in the United States, but across 5 countries, parents can sign their children up to get free books in the mail from birth to age 5. Since the Imagination Library started in 1995, the nonprofit has given out more than 300 million books.
I like that, you know, she's getting people more educated, you know, reading helps the mind.
The organization will continue to mail out books even after Dolly Parton's passing. And Luann's staff want to make sure they have a hand in continuing that program for many more years to come. On top of cupcakes, they're also selling a strawberry cup of ambition shaken espresso starting Friday and going until the end of September.
We are going to make sure that we give some of those proceeds to something that's important to her. That's the best way to pay tribute.
A sweet tribute for a woman who spent her life giving back to so many communities, just like this one.
And you can get your hands on these cupcakes until Saturday at all Luann's Bakery and Cafe locations. In Hartford, Celine Air, Fox 61.